This is part 3 of my conversation with Raye. If you want to listen to the first 2 parts, please do it. On with the episode.
Can I read you some stuff from my quotes notes that you might find funny?
Yeah, sure.
Can I read you the entire quotes notes? It's pretty long.
That's what she said.
Do you consent to this?
I consent to you reading something.
Okay. Look at the lobster. What a creature the lobster is. The first one and you're already dying laughing. I think that's from a Try Guys video.
Lobster is really good, though.
No, it's not the Try Guys, it's Ted Nivison.
Is that the villain from Sleeping Beauty?
No, he's a YouTuber. He's
it's
funny.
Maleficent.
Yes. Are you ready for the next quote?
Aye, aye, Captain.
A hot pink bitch named Breakfast. What I wouldn't give to be a hot pink bitch named Breakfast.
Why would you be named Breakfast? This is a pet?
It was a dog. It was a picture of a Pomeranian who was dyed like hot pink.
God, it's breakfast to a pit bull.
Yeah. Are you ready? This one's a joke. Are you ready?
Yeah.
How many snakes?
A snakeful.
13.
One for every reason.
Yes. What do you call a tiger with glasses? Scientist tiger.
No. What do you call a dog with one ear?
What?
A dog with one ear.
Oh no. That was good. Alright. What the fuck are bees?
It's what my dog stepped on. My dog stepped on a bee.
Lettuce don't burn. The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
Yep.
Fucker never ate flakes.
What?
It's from a Call Me Carson video.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Aren't you a little old to like him?
This was from when I was in high school.
Fair enough.
Is it too much to go back to the old days of separation of church and kids bop?
I agree. Right.
Man Ray does not want gun control.
Wait, like SpongeBob Man Ray?
Yeah. Texas seems very upset with me. I don't remember the context of that one.
Why? Because you're gay or because you're an abortion?
I don't know what the context of that one is. This one, I have to read. It's a conversation between Ted Nivison, who I mentioned previously, and he went up to this guy on the street. So, I have to read you their names. Ted, do you know where the files are? This is the name of the guy. Scientific from the Wu-Tang Clan family. That's how he introduced himself. What files? The files on the birds. What birds? The birds that work for the bourgeoisie.
Don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody knows that the bird is the word. Bird.
Oh my god.
They made a whole Family Guy episode about that.
Siri, how do you fuck a bee? Perry the platypus will single-handedly end coronavirus.
Do you know, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, I relate to him. He's not that bad of a guy. Apparently, they made a spin-off show, the Milo Murphy's Law, where Dr. Doofenshmirtz is in it. He gives up evil. He's done with being evil. He's bad at being bad.
Man.
So maybe he can try to be good at good.
Can I read this to you? It's Pete Davidson.
Yeah, do you have to do the voice, though?
Well, he was making fun of an anti-weed commercial.
Ah, okay.
So I'll read it to you the way he said it. He was like, I don't smoke weed, I smoke fools like you on the b-ball court. And I'm like, what the fuck? He did like a black scent. It was bad. My friend asked me, can you dabble in gay? And I said, it's called being bisexual. Turtle could have bit my dick.
What?
Turtle could have bit my dick.
Well,
It's from a TV show I watched.
is it a show about a turtle biting a guy?
It was a reality show. It was like one of those reality dating shows, and he went scuba diving, and he was like, yeah, the turtle got really close to my balls. Turtle could have bit my dick. Oh my god. One time, he said to me, he was like, I have this in here. you go through boys like I go through toothbrushes. And I was like, what the fuck?
He doesn't go through enough toothbrushes.
That's what I said. He was like, I go through a new toothbrush like every 6 months. And I said, excuse me?
You go through them every 7 months.
I've been with for a year.
That's good. That's nice.
Making it quieter doesn't make it go away. I don't remember what the context of that is. The
Children.
The filibuster is basically the talking stick. That is the best thought I've ever had. Oh, I asked my boyfriend, I said, what's your favorite kind of dinosaur? He says, dinosaur.
That's racist.
How?
It's racist against dinosaurs because you think they're all the same.
No. I was playing Cards Against Humanity with my cousins. She put down the card, what is there a lot of in heaven? And I said, dead babies.
My mom hates dead baby jokes. I think she's heard them all. Like, what's the difference between a Corvette and 1,000 dead babies?
There isn't a Corvette in my garage.
Yeah. Best believe.
My friends like to tell dead baby jokes.
And that's why they need therapy.
Peekaboo is just gaslighting for babies.
True, because they don't know object permanence yet, so they just think you're gone.
Exactly. This one, I was watching TV and the Geico commercial came on and he said he's the Ryan Reynolds of animals. And I said, are you saying you're sexually attracted to the Geico gecko? Zero hesitation, he says, yes, I would love to shove his tail so far up my ass.
The Geico-see.
The Geico-see. Nationwide personified.
At least it's not nationwide personified.
God.
So help me God, if a commercial starts appealing to the free demographic, I will boycott their products so hard. It's gonna be like My Pillow multiplied by Goya.
Wait, I have more. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Are these funny?
Yeah, I like them.
Good. He said this to me. He said, I feel like if you were being robbed and you had a gun, you'd throw it at them. And I was like, that's so accurate.
It's like SpongeBob with a fire extinguisher.
Land Before Time, but all the dinosaurs are femboys.
That's the future liberals want.
Yeah. Animals can't do incest.
I can highly contest that. Pugs.
What?
Pugs started from like 50. Now there are thousands.
That's horrifying.
And that's why they can't breathe. Pugs are horrifying. They are God's mistake. That's why God stays in heaven, actually, because he's afraid of what he's created.
I don't know. The birds will carry the pizza. Jared carries the front right corner.
You're adopted.
I probably am. MGK looks like he still bites people.
Yeah, he drinks blood.
I'm very well acquainted with the Edmund Fitzgerald incident.
Oh, yeah, we got the good old song.
He said that to me when we were talking about the song. He literally was like, I'm very well acquainted with the Edmund Fitzgerald accident, or incident.
My mom said that incident freaked her out when she was a kid because her dad was in the Navy and he was on ships, so anytime there was a shipwreck, she's like, oh shit, that could have been my dad. But joke's on her, my grandpa wasn't in Lake Michigan.
Good.
Was it Lake Michigan?
No, it was a different...
Or was it Lake Erie? Or Superior?
I don't know. I'm not, unlike my boyfriend, I'm not well acquainted with the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Okay, if you're listening on YouTube, please comment which lake the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald happened.
I have one final one. It's
Sure.
a bad one to end on, because it's not that funny, but it was very funny in the moment. He said to me, riddle me this, Batman. I said, I'm not Batman. He said, riddle me this, random bitch. It was very funny in the moment. I had a grand old time with that. I am not going to try that. Thank you, Margaret.
What?
She recommended me a book on Facebook. I'm not gonna try it.
Yeah, how many times do you have to read 50 Shades of Grey?
I have never read 50 Shades of Grey.
I bought that on a band trip for a jazz festival, and then and I went into a secondhand store, and then I saw there was a copy of the book for $3. I was like, might as well. And then on the bus, our band director was going through to make sure we had everything, and then she saw that I bought something. She's like, "Ooh, what did you buy?" She pulls it out of the bag. She's like, "Sam!"
I would low-key read it, just out of curiosity.
I heard it's really badly written.
I know, I've heard the same thing.
Yeah. Read by Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace. Did you not see that?
No, I did know that. I just forgot.
That is a classic. It is an American treasure. It's up there with the ending of Grapes of Wrath.
It's the ending of Grapes of Wrath. Wait, isn't it like he's sucking on his mom's titty or whatever?
It's not his mom, it's a random guy.
He's sucking on a random guy's titty?
He's sucking on... No, it was... Okay, so the context is... So the woman, Rosa Sharon, has a baby. The baby's stillborn and it's dead. Later on, they go to a barn where it's flooded, and a guy's like, "My son is drowning, but he can't eat food or something." So then Rosa Sharon says, well, she lost her baby, but the jugs are still working. So she was like, "Okay, I'll feed you." And then she lets the guy who's, I think he's like, I don't know, 12 or something, suck on... Is it 12 or 20? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. He's sucking out her titties, and then he looks up to her, and it ends with her saying, and she smiled mysteriously.
What is this fucking book about?
It's about the Dust... Okay, the Great Depression, there were problems with jobs. And then out in the Great Plains, like Oklahoma and Kansas, it just dried up because of El Nino. So it was a change in the wind pattern, so the air was really dry. Mm-hmm. And then windstorms happened, just destroyed crops. So a lot of people, they couldn't live in Oklahoma anymore, so they decided to pack their bags and move to California. And then grapes were a popular thing. And yeah, it's basically a story about people moving west for work and stuff. So John Steinbeck, I don't remember.
John
Steinbeck, however his name is, he wrote a lot about the American dream, and his main point was that it's called a dream because you have to be asleep for it to be real or something. Mm-hmm. I'm butchering that quote, but yeah, even back then in the 30s, they knew it was just a myth because people are poor and they're just going to stay poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about that book is it'll just cut to a random chapter about some random people who aren't the main characters. So the main characters is like a family. There's a grandma and then some woman who is pregnant for most of the trip, and then she has the stillborn baby.
Yeah. And
then there's a priest. Well, he was a priest, but he dropped out of the priesthood. So it adds an element to different things people see in religion. Because they asked the former priest guy to do a prayer, and then the grandma's like responding like a trained dog, pretty much with like sit, shake. It's hard to explain. Just like, how prayers, you have the special routines and things you do.
Yeah.
It's basically, the way Steinbeck put it was, he doesn't want religion just be like a bunch of tricks you do for like a dog waiting for tricks. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's deep, but I was 16 years old. I didn't want to read a damn book from the 1930s about farmers moving to California.
Yeah, I remember freshman year we were supposed to read, Of Mice and Men or whatever.
Yeah.
I did not read it.
The problem is there's always that one person who has to reveal that George kills Lenny.
Yeah.
And there's no point in reading it. You know what happens.
I didn't know what happened, but I was not attached enough to the characters.
Yeah.
Because I didn't read the book. I was just like, oh, that's the ending. Okay.
Yeah. My English teacher did not think I was smart. She always graded my essays really harshly. I'd always get B minuses and C pluses. It was... Yeah, she did not like... She probably thought I was really stupid. Except, you know what? I wasn't the dumbest person in the room.
She's a harsh grader, from what I heard.
She was a very harsh grader. And then I struggled trying to come up with a thesis statement. Because she just kept telling me that it wasn't a thesis statement. but wouldn't tell me how, and I almost cried.
What the fuck? I hate teachers that are like that are like, this is not what I asked you to do, and then give no further help or instruction.
Yeah, some teachers I just couldn't stand. My chem teacher, I did not like her. So I had her, it was the hour after band, so I was always really tired.
Yeah.
And then we'd always have to do some lab and stuff that involved lots of thinking, which is good if you actually spent your lunch period relaxing. But I was actually doing stuff, so I had very little energy. And then and I were usually partners, and she hated us.
Yeah.
I remember we had to do a project on any chemical we wanted. We decided cobra venom. Very normal. So we read through our presentation and at the end she's like, wow, that's a lot of big words.
What the fuck? Did she just think you guys were idiots?
Yeah, she must have thought we were either idiots or special needs or something. Either way, I feel insulted and I want my money back.
No, you should. Catholic school's such a sham. What a bitch.
Yeah, I remember because I had a different school email. I had two different ones, one from middle school, one from high school.
Mm-hmm.
When it came time for the course evaluations, she wanted us to include our names. So, well, I used my regular one for the plain. She was okay. I needed to work harder. And then I went on this full-on rant. Because there was another thing where it was a shooting or something. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was a mall or something. It was in Santa Fe. It was, I think, in Texas. And then people were like, Mrs. There was a shooting in the Santa Fe. She's like, well, why didn't they just shoot the guy? It is Texas, right? That was the day of the shooting. So I mentioned that, how she was so biased.
Yeah.
And then I said something about how they need to replace the Pray to End Abortion sign with the Help Wanted sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was harsh and I was a little bitter. I didn't do well in her class. I mean, I passed. I managed to stay on honor roll throughout high school somehow.
I did not. I did so bad in high school. I skated by.
Yeah, with me, it was just some classes. I liked AP and honors classes because I don't want to be the smartest person in a room.
Yeah.
But when it's a class where they don't have a different level, like religion, I was usually near the top of the class, and I didn't like that.
Oh my god.
Or
I'll never forget.
Mrs. as a religion teacher.
Oh my gosh, she was fucking crazy.
Oh god, yeah. Just because your husband is a professor of theology at a college, that doesn't mean that you can teach it. The ability to teach is not venereal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I would ask her questions about the Old Testament, and she'd always say, well, what you should be asking is, like, no, how you should be teaching is.
Yeah, she was a horrible teacher. I hated her.
Yeah, she's part of the reason why I'm not super religious now, because I wasn't learning anything from her class, so I would just watch all these documentaries.